what is the point of being on this earth and then dying and nothing happens after that?
When is he coming? Right? I mean, first and foremost, do we even know that he's coming for sure? Like,
The way Jesus is gonna return has to be.
but before we go into that, our names is RJ and Calvin, and on this channel, we make the Bible relevant and practical in your everyday life. And a huge majority that tunes in on this channel, unfortunately, are not subscribed. Now let's go back to this topic. Are we even sure that Jesus is coming a second time? Because, bro, we talk about this all the time. I mean, I'm in my mid-30s, and, bro, I've been hearing Jesus was coming back ever since I was a little boy.
Man.
I was almost like 30 years ago.
Your
You see what
grandma
I'm saying?
probably heard the same thing.
Exactly, bro. So it's like, first and foremost, do we even know that he's coming for sure? Like, where do we find that?
Yeah.
So let's look at it. Let's look it up, bro. So that he's really coming back. In Hebrews chapter 9 and verse 28, how do we know that he's coming for sure? Watch these two Bible verses I'm about to give to you. Hebrews chapter 9 and verse 28, it says, Christ will appear a second time, period. Like, you know what I mean? Like, Christ is coming a second time. We know that he came the first time, and now he's coming a second time. John chapter 14, one of my favorite verses, bro. John chapter 14 and verse 3, if I go and prepare a place for you, he promises, I will come again. So definitely, just to, straight up, out the gate, he will come again.
Yeah. In fact, we have another episode on this. Check it out, The Secret Rapture, right here. And if you check out that episode, what you'll see is more details of how he's going to come and things like that. And so it'll kind of break it down. We'll break it down a little bit in this video as well. But
so, Cal, like, how do you think, now that we know that he's coming for sure, how is he going to come? Right? Is he going to come from the east or the west? There's actually a Bible verse in there.
Yeah.
Does he come from the east or the west? Is he coming from Jerusalem? Will he already be here? Right? And so how?
yeah, I think the thing that we have to look at is the way Jesus is going to return has to be in a way that everybody sees him. How do we know? In Acts chapter 1, verse 9 through 11, it says, when he had spoken these things, while they watched, he was taken up, and the cloud received him out of their sight. And while they looked steadfastly toward heaven as he went up, behold, two men stood by them in white apparel, who also said, Men of Galilee, why do you stand gazing up in the heavens? This same Jesus who was taken up from you into heaven will so come in like manner as you saw him go into heaven. And so that one actually just shows us that he's going to come the way he left.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah, yeah.
And then Matthew chapter 24:30 says, they will see the Son of Man coming on the clouds of heaven with the power and great glory. He will come in the clouds literally as a personal being with the body of flesh and bones.
So he will come a second time for sure. And then how will he come back? It was in the form of when he left. So he left ascending. So when he comes back, he'll be descending, basically from the sky. And then how will everybody, like, how will we see this? Is he just going to transport? No, he's going to come, and he's going to come and then you said every eye will see him. And that's why we talked about that. We have a whole episode on that, on the secret rapture. And the reason why we have a whole episode on that is because people think that, there's going to be people, it's going to be a secret rapture, basically.
Yeah.
It's not going to be secret based on the verse that we just read. It says that he will come again, and every eye will see him. Even those that persecuted him, even back in those days, right? Even the dead, the wicked, the righteous, everybody, even the righteous living too as well.
Yeah.
Everybody will see him. The question is now is just like, what camp will I be? Will I be in the part of the wicked dead or the wicked living? Or will I be part amongst of the righteous dead or the righteous living? Because those are the four different types of people that's going to come. I mean, that's going to be when Jesus Christ comes back, right? So those type of four. And I want to, by God's grace, be amongst those at least righteous dead or righteous living. Now, what is the relevance of this, Cal? Like, why should I even care about the second coming?
Yeah, I think one of the reasons you should care about the second coming is, one, it gives us the promise that Jesus is coming back for us, right? That's the first thing. And I think the second reason you should also care about Jesus coming the second time is, what is the point of being on this earth and then dying and nothing happens after that. Right? Like the whole purpose of being a Christian is to be able to not just live a morally sound life, but to spend time with Jesus for eternity, right? Heaven wouldn't even be heaven without Jesus. The goal is to live with Christ for eternity. And so that makes it important there, which is the ultimate reason.
Yeah, and a question that I would ask off of that is like, okay, we know for sure that he's coming, but when is he coming? Right? I mean, the Bible does say that, no one knows the days or the hour, right? And I think that's relevant because, that's good that no one knows the day and the hour. Why? Because some people may be like, oh, you know what? I'm going to do whatever I want, however I want, whenever I want. And then if I know when Jesus comes back, I'm gonna get ready a week before. So I'll be saved, right? So it's more so for us too as well. It's like, hey, you don't know when he's coming? That's good. That means the heart must be right with God and you must be prepared and waiting for him.
Yeah. And also, how do you get your heart right with God? That's a good question.
Yes.
Check out an episode on that, how to build a relationship with God. That will help you with that.
Yes.
But the other thing is, I was just thinking about as you were saying that, God's going to come, you get your heart right with him and you build this relationship and stuff.
So when will he come? Nobody knows, right? And again, what does it have to do with me?
Oh,
yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. So the other thing that came to my mind is when you said, when will he come? If you actually look at in Revelation chapter 6, there's a sixth seal. In fact, check that episode out. And the sixth seal, it kind of breaks down events that have to happen before Jesus comes. And so I feel like that's more of a timeline to be aware of the time that we're living in. And we're currently living in the sixth seal. So check out that video where we break down how we're living in the sixth seal.
Right. So we kind of broke down if he's coming. Yes, for sure. We know that he's coming. How will he come? We know for sure how he will come. When he will come, we know for sure.
A timeline.
We don't know that when he will coming, but there is, like you said, a timeline. There is signs
of the times,
signs of the times and stuff like that. So we know that in Matthew chapter 24, when Jesus talks about, hey, when the disciples actually asked Jesus, when will you come? Right. And literally Jesus was like, the very first thing that he says, and this is why we always talk about deception in the Bible, right? We don't want to be deceived. You know what the very first warning or sign that Jesus says, hey, before I come? Literally in Matthew 24, he says, the disciples ask him, when will you come? Second time, Jesus says, do not be deceived. Like literally the first thing. He didn't even talk about earthquakes yet. He didn't talk about, there'll be wars and rumors of wars, although those will be signs of the times.
Sure.
But he first said, do not be deceived. Why? Because if you deceived, it wouldn't matter. It wouldn't matter about the signs. You see what I'm saying? Like, I don't care to tell you about the signs if you don't even know. If you don't see that, you're deceived, right?
Yeah.
So, and then he breaks it down. There'll be rumors of wars and wars and rumors of wars. Man, we have that all over, bro. I was just literally looking, on social media the other day. Man, it's like, man, what's happening in Israel? Like they just had a massacre there. It's like, it's wild, beheading and everything, bro. Wow. It's like, Lord, help us, please. So it's like, man, it's like we're getting ready to wrap up, and the key is not just when, how, where, and how, what, but it's really, what am I doing to prepare for that? Right.
Yeah.
Is my heart right? And like you said, we have other episodes in that as far as how to have your heart right, how to be truly prepared for Jesus' second coming. Because he wants you and I to be there, bro. And he wants to use you and me, you as well, to save as many people, to help prepare for that second coming, to reach.
Yeah. And I want to comment on what you just said. How to get your heart ready. And I'll give you a sneak peek. Here's the answer. Ultimately, the answer is this. You don't get your heart ready. Jesus gets it ready for you.
Come on now. That's right. He's the one. He's everything.
Yeah.
Yes, he's everything.
He doesn't tell you, fix your heart. He says, come to me.
Come on now. And I'll do the fixing for you.
Yep.
Behold, I stand at the door and knock.
Yeah.
If any man opens the door, our part is to open.
Yeah.
Right? Not to do the cleaning.
Yeah.
Right? He's the one
who's hears his voice. Yeah.
Exactly. And the Bible also says, in him we live and move and have our beings. So literally, he's the one that's doing everything.
He does everything.
Our part is just to consent. Again, watch our other videos on that. Powerful.
Yeah.
So there you have it, guys. The second coming, we know that it's coming. How will it come? We already addressed it. The key is, are we prepared for it? So, like we said, if you want more, go beyond. Make sure you subscribe. You click the notification button. You share with as many people for us not only to be prepared, but to help others also to prepare. We love to hear your comments, so please comment below. We love dialoguing with you. Until we see each other again, go beyond.